We did have Mary Kelly Klein was appointed, she had to step down, she's gonna move out of Cascade Locks and felt not being a long-term resident wasn't suited to participate in this, so she has resigned. I wasn't expecting the meeting to be too long, again, as you saw the agenda, vote for the chair and the vice chair. Quick run over of the scope of the committee, and then kind of talk to you guys all on how you want to approach reviewing this. That's kind of my rundown, and unless you guys really want to go into a deep dive tonight, I wasn't expecting tonight to be too long of a meeting, so. We'll hop right into the first item, and I will do nominations for committee chair.
I nominate Courtney, please.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a nomination and a second to appoint Courtney and Kyle, right?
Yes.
As committee chair. Any further discussion? Okay, no further discussion, I'll call for a vote.
We're not doing roll call, are we?
It's up to you guys.
Can we just say yes or?
Yeah, can we do that, yeah?
We're so small, I
Yeah.
didn't even know we voted.
Yeah.
Saves Marilyn from.
That's right.
Shelley, I didn't hear you, you voted.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I had him muted, I think.
All right, Courtney Kyle is now chair of the committee, and I'll hand the meeting over to Courtney.
Okay, and then we're doing the election of the vice chair.
Yes.
Mhm. I nominate Bernard.
My second that.
He should be.
Like, I didn't wanna be chair, but I'm okay with vice chair.
You wouldn't dare say no, would you?
Sometimes I will, but.
Discussion. Vote,
Just all in favor.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So I'm sure you all saw the job description when you applied for the committee, but I'll run over it again, just to make sure we're all on the same page here. Temporary Charter Review Committee, the purpose of the City of Cascade Locks Temporary Charter Review Committee is to review and evaluate the city's charter and make recommendations to the city council of the City of Cascade Locks, any changes or additions to the charter. The duration, the Temporary Charter Review Committee will remain in service until recommendations are presented to council or May 31st, 2024. This timeline allows sufficient time for council to hold public hearings and city staff to prepare any ballot paperwork for the county by the August 16th, 2024 deadline. Membership, the City of Cascade Locks Temporary Charter Review Committee shall be made up of 7 members of the residents of Cascade Locks. The quorum of the committee shall consist of 4 members present in the meeting. In 1 year of residency within City of Cascade Locks is a requirement for membership. Any questions on that?
So now that we have a vacancy, are we gonna try to refill that?
Yes, yes, we have 2 vacancies, and it's still open, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still taking applications. And I guess it's really up to this committee, I want to get this process rolling so we can get things going, there's the process, get it on the ballot and all that fun jazz. Because if this committee feels like they need a full membership, we could slow down this process as well.
I'm looking around, I think I'm seeing papers, everybody's ready to go, so
I think we're ready to go. It'd be nice to get the other 2, but
Yeah,
I don't wanna hold it.
I don't wanna hold it up. I don't think we need to hold it up, as long as we have a forum.
yeah, okay, perfect.
Sounded encouraged, but I think that the 4 of us should ask our.
5 of us.
Or the 5 of us should ask our friends and
Yeah.
anybody we know.
Well, there's 3 applications in.
Oh, are there a couple that are already queued?
There's a couple of mayor got that didn't want to appoint, but that's the mayor's prerogative, so.
Yeah, there's 3 in there, and she's not gonna appoint any of those.
Not that I'm aware. I did get a new one, I think it was for tourism, so it's a different committee.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll keep our ears out.
So the charter itself is really not that long of a document, I mean, 8 pages, you could probably switch it down to 5 to 6.
Yeah.
I don't know how this committee wanted to approach this, if they just wanted to start at the top, work their way through, wanted to break it down in sections and then come with a meeting prepared to talk about section 1, section 2, section 3. However, this committee wants to approach reviewing this.
I have a question about, I guess, the purpose of the review. What are we reviewing? What are we intended to review for? Because like most charters, it's a legal document, it follows boilerplate, there's certain
Yeah.
requirements that it has to meet for federal and state reasons. And, I mean, we can't really simplify the language because we're not lawyers. I guess we could make recommendations where it could be clearer, but, I feel like there's, to the extent that it follows the boilerplate, I'm not sure that it needs revision. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm always gonna raise my hand to the chair, and then she'll call on me, I think.
Thanks.
I'm new at
You're
this
okay.
too, so if you see me slacking, please say so.
And everything flows through the chair.
Thank you.
So, thanks. So, my 2 cents on this is, look, communities and the challenges that face them evolve year after year, decade after decade. And as a result, the truth is, the Constitution, the charter that governs them, is also evolving. And, I haven't seen it recently, but I know, pretty sure that the League of Oregon Cities has a model charter. And it's updated on a recurring basis, again, as, laws and different things change in the state. And so what I would suggest is that we get a copy of a model charter for a small city, because big cities generally operate differently. And, we use that as something to do, compare and contrast, and see what might we want to take or not take from a model charter. Kind of like you were saying, it is a legal document, and a lot of smart people have gotten together to build these model charters that have, fit the legal requirement of Oregon state law. So that would be my 2 cents. And then the other question I had was, I don't see the amendment that was done in 2008.
It's on,
Is it in here?
Yes.
Section 32.
Yes.
Section 32.
Page
say
6.
6, very bottom.
When you answer oral question, that's really the main
That's the
purpose,
main
is
issue.
get this group to review that. Is
Oh,
that,
yeah, right.
Yeah, it doesn't, the format, it doesn't quite fit the rest of the document. If that provision is still something this committee would recommend keeping or getting rid of, that would be the biggest one.
Or evolving.
Or evolving stuff, yes, not yet.
There's 3, really outcomes in one. So anyway, okay, well, that's my 2 cents on how this process should unfold.
I have 4 cents.
Okay.
See you too, and Irene too.
I'll see you, Terry, is it? That's a great idea for League of Oregon Cities, but I also think we need to compare to smaller cities that have electricity and water and sewer.
Yeah.
And that is these right here, which belong to OMEU.
Mhm.
And some of them, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gordon, but some of them, I think are bigger than us.
Correct.
Yeah,
Much bigger, yeah.
but Drain, I don't know about them.
Drain's probably the closest.
That's the closest,
How about Bandon? You know what Bandon is?
They're about 3,000. They're probably next closest, yeah.
Okay, so I think researching these, the ones that are closest to us, we should look at theirs. I mean, it doesn't hurt to look.
Oh, no.
It gives us ideas
3.
of what works, so, maybe that's another option. I think that's great.
I guess in your mind, is there, I go looking at OMU member charters, is there a population size you think it stops becoming relevant? Because I don't know all the population.
I don't know.
I don't remember all of them anyways.
Well, I have them here, but I know Forest Grove is pretty good size.
Yeah.
I know Springfield's probably pretty good size.
And Ashland's down there too. right?
Ashland is up there.
And
I don't know about Monmouth. I'd have to look up populations to see what they are.
90,000, but I could be
Yeah, so I don't know if the bigger ones are, I have no idea, because I never got.
Pull them and then just mark, annotate them with the population size, so we know.
Yeah. I would, you know, and we trust your judgment, I mean, pull a few in the bigger ones. And see if you see some value in there, if it looks overwhelming, it's like, this isn't,
Yeah.
their world is so much different than ours, I don't see value.
It is.
But if you wanna take a cursory look at them and go, you know, actually, a lot of what they're saying is very similar to our needs, so put them in the pile, and that's what I would ask.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, since you're talking about the amendments that were made in 2008, there's two of them, actually. The one about condemnations and then the one about, tax.
Correct.
And we're mostly focused on one about taxes.
Correct.
Yeah.
And not so much the taxes, I think, it's more of the fees and charges,
Right,
where, you know, we can't, or city council can't raise our copy fee from 10 cents to 15 cents without a vote of the people, which is a little
Right.
cumbersome. Yeah.
So I think as we pull these other charters, one thing to look for are similar amendments or places in there where they have, how do they deal with these new ones?
Yeah.
That's gonna be where our real focus is on.
I think Rockaway Beach has a similar provision, there's a couple other ones.
I know that the
Yeah.
one in Sheridan was declared invalid
Sure.
and also Coos Bay. Underwent the same thing.
And so did Damascus, and Damascus ended up like folding,
Yeah.
Yeah, they did,
it got so out of control,
Yeah.
they just melted down.
they did. I don't even know where
It
they.
started in Damascus.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You got the idea from Damascus.
Shall we have any?
Shall we?
I'm doing my best not to talk right now because I'm a little stuffy and sick. I got
Okay.
jazzy cold that everyone got, so, or that a lot of people have got, so I'm doing a lot of coughing and sniffling.
Okay.
And note taking, I guess.
Just to kind of, review then, in my understanding, we're gonna get a couple of charters. We're gonna get a model charter, we're gonna go through our charter, kind of paragraph by section, make any proposed changes or edits. Then it's gonna go to I assume our attorney's gonna review whatever our attorney got to make sure it passes muster.
Yeah.
Assuming all our changes are, you know, legally sound, then, maybe we do one more last review, and then it goes to council, is that the game plan? Okay.
Yeah, then I'll go to council, we'll have a public hearing on it, pass an ordinance, update it, and then we can
Then
take
it
it
goes to voters, yeah.
I have a question, maybe you know or don't know the answer, was the amendment was a judicial ruling ever requested on the legality of the amendment?
Not that I'm aware
I don't think there was,
Now, when I was here,
no,
and I don't know if it happened after,
a lot of people weren't happy with it, but nobody contested it.
of. No, I know there's a discussion about rates versus charges.
There it is,
taxes.
There is, and that is a discussion or an issue, is a rate a fee?
Yeah,
You know, and according to our attorney, a rate is different than a fee.
correct, yeah.
so that's how they
That's
worked around that.
how they work around that, is the rate is however the fee.
The charter does say the charter is supposed to be construed liberal, so it could be argued that it includes everything.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's when you get the judicial challenge and then courts and, you know, arguing.
You should ask you.
I'm sorry.
Should we put rates are not affected by this? I mean, to quantify what we're doing? The rates are not affected by this fee. I mean, is it a good idea to put that verbiage in there?
Well, I think when we get there, start.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanna kind of make it more solid than questionable, because of my opinion.
I also don't know, because it was passed, it was a measure that was passed.
Correct.
That we can change the language of the measure.
We can change the language of this, and it goes before the public,
Okay.
and then,
Oh, right.
and then they decide whether it's go or not. If it says doesn't pass, then it goes back to the old way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Mhm.
We stay with it, what we have.
Yeah.
So we have all this done for no reason.
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
If it go or not.
Right.
Yeah, it could be.
So, there is there's a political element to this. Where it would help if we had I don't know, somewhat of a temperature gauge that this will be received. In an agreeable manner to the mass voter, And, I think it behooves all of us to kind of get a sense of that. I don't wanna go through this
And then find out.
and then they're not say they're rejecting it. So let's try to figure that out.
I
know
did
it's not
look
easy.
at the
I
election.
feel like-
result. Go ahead, Shelley.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say, I feel like maybe that might be handy for the restaurant. If people get a hold of what we're talking about, right? They're gonna come in and say, hey, Shelley, what are you guys doing? Or hey, Shelley, tell everyone to keep up the good work, right? So that could be definitely a good
Yeah,
gauge
thank
to
you.
where people are feeling and what they're
Yeah, we
what
welcome
they're
that.
feeling.
I did check the election results to see by how much of a margin it passed, and it wasn't big.
Oh, okay.
It's very small, actually.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably rude. Like, I don't want people to be afraid to like look at it. And I think that that's, I guess, encouraging, although who knows what the temperature is now.
True.
So I have, I'll get, model charter from LOC or maybe even Washington's just for majority of what's out there. I'll look at OMEUs and I'll just research, take them over to you guys to look at. How do you want to approach the next meeting?
Well, how long do you need, Jordan? Because I know you're busy and
Give 2 weeks. So I guess so today's the 15th.
be the 29th.
I'll try and get you a good roundup of documents by, next Thursday, the 29th.
Is that it? And everybody's still? I'm sorry, I was supposed to let you take that.
You're showing me how to do it for next time, that's.
Yeah.
It's automatic. I apologize.
Well, once we actually get into the swing of actually reviewing this document, it's not gonna be that many meetings, it's not very long.
It's not a very long document.
Yeah,
The 29th, that's
29th at 6 o'clock? Is that okay with everybody?
Looks good to me.
Yes.
You? Yeah. Shelley?
Yeah, I think so. As it gets closer to spring break, Thursdays will be hard for me, but for right now, we should be all right, especially today when I'm sick.
when is spring break?
The last week of March.
March. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but I'm assuming we'll probably be pretty close to, wrapped up by then. So it won't be terrible if I come in late or something, but
Well, maybe we'll have a few more people.
Yeah, by then we'll
We'll
have,
have our quorum.
let's see,
One more council meeting between.
one more council meeting between that, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, well, 29th, 2 weeks from today, I'll try and get you a good roundup of model charters.
And if you can get it earlier.
I think that, so we're meeting on the 29th.
Something for the 29th.
Yeah, if we're meeting on the 29th, try and get them to you that Monday then.
That'd be great.
25th,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
26th, yeah. Yeah, that works.
That'd be soon.
All right, Chair, anything else you'd like to discuss tonight?
We got our scope, we got our timeline,
Mhm.
our approach and our schedule.
Yeah,
Anything
if you
else?
guys decide to do your own research, see anything that intrigues your interest in it, I would. Oh, I have to look on it.
As it stands now, our charter, at least the first bit of it, is almost verbatim the city of Hood River's charter. Looks like we copied and pasted a lot of what they did.
Not unsurprised.
Yeah.
The government wants to copy it a lot, so.
Yes.
They don't wanna reinvent the wheel.
No.
We never did.
I mean, why should you? I mean,
Yeah.
we're all busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we are.
They have deeper staff and, research, let's take advantage of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called efficient government, that's it.
Streamlined process.
All right, yeah. We have to move to adjourn?
We do, yes.
Yeah. I'd like to be adjourned. Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Very efficient.
Thanks, Charlie.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Me
Feel better,
too.
Shelley.
Thank you.